of Season 6. It's the final race on MotoGP 21. It's very sad times, or good times, depending on what side of the fence you're on. But to be with me for this final race, we have Aaron, who this time he can actually join me instead of sounding like I'm just talking to myself.
Well, hopefully it was a slightly what to find out afterwards that I couldn't be heard, but you know, I was there in spirit. We'll say that, I think.
Yeah. So you are here, thankfully. Right. So championship situation. So the main one, you got Sire versus Nelson. 4 points separate them. I'll keep you updated on who's where, what, and how the championship stands at certain points in the race. You got Finley and Howling fighting for the last spot, top 3. You have Fadley could potentially get 5th. But also you got Josh Fadley and VTR fighting for 6th place. And Jack Berman could potentially steal. It's very unlikely, but he could potentially steal the 9th place of Adam. So it's all to play for.
There's definitely a lot about for different. I can't think of the word. But there's a lot of battles. We'll just say that there's going to be a lot of battles on track. Hopefully, should be good to watch, especially going off the Division 2 race, which was
interesting.
Different.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Would have been a lot better if we had the 2 people who were missing. Won't say who those were.
Would have been,
but it would have been a very interesting race. But anyway, so we've got Sire on pole, Howling 2nd, Josh 3rd, VTR 4th, and Nelson in 5th. That's your top 5 from memory. I might have got that wrong, but oh well.
I think that's right. I think that's right, to be fair.
So we're just now waiting on Fadley, who had the worst qualifying performance I've ever seen yesterday. Keeping up with his great form of starting last place in every single race possible.
At least it's consistent.
Yeah. I think only twice he's not finished last. Started last, sorry. Right, so here we go. Let's get going for the final race of the season. 13 laps. 4 points separate Sire and Nelson. So if Nelson wins, Sire must finish 2nd place, and so on. Sire going with a medium rear tyre. A lot of medium rear tyres, actually. So here we go. The lights are on.
So you can get a jump.
And we're off. And it's a bad start for Finley and a bad start for Howling. Both LCRs have had a terrible start, and they're both last. As they all go through turn 1, Sire is away. Nice and cleanly. Josh is 2nd. Nelson's 3rd. Fadley's got himself up to 5th. Jack Berman is in 4th. As we go through turn 2 for the first time, lots of barging and banging at the back there. As we now go to turn 3, turn 4, down the straight.
Oh no! Oh no, it's lag. It's lag.
And here we go. Josh is surely going to fall victim to Nelson down the straight. He's holding him off though. Into the braking zone. Nelson's going to go round the outside of Josh. And it turns now into the inside.
Maybe.
Oh, Fadley's a bit wide.
Oh.
And Howling is just in front of Finley. At this point, Finley and Howling would tie on points, but Finley would win. As we now go into the right-hander of turn 7, which also turns to turn 8. Josh has run wide. Nelson goes inside, and Nelson's moved into 2nd place. Gap already 8 tenths to Sire. No, he cannot.
No.
All this contact between Howling and Fadley, and
a lot of contact in the back of the pack, actually.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is not likely to be a tyre war between the rear tyres. Finley goes up the inside of Fadley. No, he cannot do so. As Howling tries to attack Adam. As they start lap number 2. Howling in a good position here to take 3rd in the championship. As Finley goes up the inside of Fadley. And that is no more. Oh, Fadley's gone down. I think that's probably due to some lag. Even though there was no lag on my screen. But some lag has definitely gone down. As he comes Howling up the inside of Adam into turn 2. And he forces Adam up. And he is moved into 5th place. And VTR is now hounding Finley.
So he is. You'd have thought they'd be able to hold him on.
Hadley's down! Hadley's gone down, and he's taking Adam with him! Hadley's gone.
Oh no. Oh no.
That could be big for the championship of Howling and Finley.
Finley's up behind Adam currently, got about 5, just under 5 tenths, so that should be maintain the race. Yeah. What tyres was everyone running? All mediums?
So, like medium, like it's mediums. Because I think the grid was just a bit glitched. So Finley's on a medium rear. Let's see what Howling is on. Howling's completely cut that corner. Howling is on mediums. Sire is on mediums. Nelson's got a hard front in, so it's hard front versus medium front, which really I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference here. In real life it did. In real life 3 years ago, you had to run the hard front to be competitive, unless your name was Maverick Vinales.
Yeah. Anyway.
So
the gap at the front's been pretty stable since about lap 2, since Nelson got into second. So
yeah, 1.8 seconds. This is enough for Sire to take the championship, but still 11 laps to go. Jack Berman in 4th place. Could he get a podium on his return? He got top 3 in the championship last season, and unfortunately this season he just lost love for the game, I think. But he's back now, but Adam is starting to close in very subtly with his nice blue helmet.
Very nice helmet, actually.
Howling is.
I think it's going to be a bit of a.
Howling is starting to close in quite rapidly on Finley and VTR. So Finley, I don't know what's happened. Finley had great pace, and then for some reason the pace has completely depleted. Sorry, if I could pronounce it correctly. He doesn't understand how, but I'm just guessing the bike's just changed.
Oh, he's got a long lap.
Oh. Well, that ain't good.
No. It's not good at all.
Finley will be listening to that with delight. This Jack runs a little bit wide, and is now falling into the clutches of Adam. Adam, all he's got to do, sit with Jack for the first 3 corners and blast past him down the straight, which should be quite easy, but he's making it hard for himself. He nearly runs into the back of the Yamaha.
Exiting the curve. Well.
And now into turn 2.
If these two do keep battling, that'll bring Finley and Vita them maybe battling.
Yeah.
But saying that, Adam's just gone wide.
Yeah. So Adam now in the slipstream of the Yamaha. This should be quite easy. The gap's shrinking. It's shrinking. It's shrinking. He pulls to one side.
He's coming.
Up the inside onto the brakes.
There we are. Nicely
and
done.
he's up the inside, and he is through into 4th place. Can Jack
I
fight
think Nelson's
back?
made a mistake. Oh no, it must have been a bit of lag. Oh no, it's up to 2 seconds now, the gaps, and maybe a little
Sire beginning to pull.
I think there's a bit of lag or something, to be honest, because the gap, it goes from 1.5 to 2.3, like a corner and a half, like half a corner.
So currently the Ducati 1-2-4, with Josh being the outlier. So Josh having a very strong end to the season after struggling with the Suzuki all season. With the Suzuki is quite mid, I think is the right word to call it. Is that the greatest bike?
I tends to work on certain tracks, but then on others it just tends to just not all. Really, there's no happy medium, I don't think.
Yeah, the speed
it's
up
definitely
effect.
a tricky one.
Kind of. So.
Yes, definitely.
VTR, who sporting a Ukrainian helmet, is still hounding Finley, but he just can't quite get past him. These two, 1 season ago, were duking it out for the Division 2 title. After being tied on points at this very round. But yeah, Finley's starting to close in a little bit on his brother. Just Jack just seems. Hang on, wait, whoa! What's happened here? Sire's dropped positions to
happened.
What? So something's happened to Saya.
He must have gone super wide.
No, so Saya's best up.
And Nelson.
And Nelson, I can't wait to see that. But Saya lost all the gas.
I can't either.
Nelson goes right to the back of Adam, and now Saya moves up the inside, but he can't quite get through. Nelson looking up the inside of Adam, and he just.
See if
this could go very wrong. Into turn 9. I just can't. What happened? Saya must have made a massive mistake or something, and he free press into this left-hander, and Saya forces Adam wide. And Nelson's now going to go up the inside.
Nelson.
Side by side into the braking zone. Hopefully there's no any Dovey sort of shenanigans. And Nelson is forced in third. But Josh now in the lead. Josh could be a deciding factor here.
As well.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, sir.
Here we go. Nelson goes up the inside into turn 1. Throws the pair of them wide.
Bit of contact, I think.
Yeah. Oh
no! No!
I feel like that. Oh no. Oh, you.
That's not gonna go down very well.
No, I think some lag happened there. God knows what happened, but he just got spat in
a
the
lot of lag. Such a shame.
Well, we've just been robbed of the championship battle there, but it's not over yet. Something can still happen to Saya.
Something like a 3.5 second gap. 3 seconds.
Oh, who's down? Someone's gone down. That is VTR. VTR has hit the deck.
That's another position for Nelson.
Oh,
well, not yet. Not quite. No, I thought he'd him for some reason.
Yeah. So Josh, he's once again in the lead of a Division 1 race. I can't remember the last. I can't remember the. I feel like I can't remember the last. I definitely know he led Division 1. Oh, Valencia, it was. When he gained it off the same thing with 2 Pramacs going off the track, and he took advantage, but unfortunately he couldn't hold it. But maybe he can maybe he can try again, going into the final corner. Saya
could also could play a key factor still, judging by the because he's bunching the pack up a little bit. If you look back to Jack, there's only about what is it? A second or so? No, two seconds back to Jack.
Yeah.
In 4. So it could it's still on. It's never over, especially not in
but Nelson's gonna have to get some mad amount of luck. But as Howling has not taken his long lap, so he has got a 3-second time penalty. As he's now approaching Finley, going down the straight. 4-5 tenths is the gap between Josh and Saya. I think Josh will just be able to hold on. But Saya's gaining very, very quickly. Josh moves over to defend the line. Saya goes round the outside.
Could have cut back? Oh no. I thought
I feel like Josh got sort of sent. I feel like Josh got sort of sent that way.
Kind of like sucked him in a little bit.
Yeah. As we now go through turn 7.
Oh wow.
So Saya retakes the lead.
He's maybe a little bit wide.
Nelson's dropped back behind VTR.
No,
it's all going wrong for Nelson right now. Oh, Jack completely cuts that corner there. Josh has not let Saya go a bit here. He's holding on to him.
The gap's staying there. Staying at about 3 or 4 tenths.
So I'll go through the final corner.
It's nice.
Oh, Jack's very wide again at the hairpin. You just can't get that. You just can't get the bike stopped there. As we now go into lap 8.
Gap's gone up a little bit to about 5 tenths now, just under. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that's, and you'd imagine it will grow down the big straight. You'd have thought so. But
yeah.
Just don't know. Especially not in a crazy race like this anyway.
So it looks like Saya has escaped the clutches of Josh. Josh will be wishing he had the 2022 engine in the bike.
Oh, yeah,
Saya's wide, Saya's wide. Oh
no,
he's not.
Nelson. It's a weird camera, that one, for that car.
Yeah. Nelson, just what? He
no words.
Well, the mistake wasn't his own doing, that's for sure.
Nope, definitely not.
But
we've all been there.
Howling. Finley's now got a long lap.
Finley's got a long lap.
Oh, this is just got spicy.
I like it. It's good. Makes it more interesting.
Because the thing is, I don't know if I'm not sure if Howling did take his long lap or not. If he attempted it.
I didn't see him, but he's got 3 warnings as well anyway. So
he could be. So I'll have to be asked afterwards. God. So Howling now on the back of Finley as we start lap number 9. 5 to go.
Top 3 have got a nice gap now back to Jack in 4th.
Yeah, that's it. The top 3 seems to be set.
With 4 laps to go, I wouldn't imagine anyone behind will have the pace to bridge the gaps, especially not at this track with the tyre situation. It's definitely been exciting.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's words to explain what's happened, but you know.
Yeah. So Howling now down the straight. He's in range of his teammate, but he's got 1 warning before he gets another long lap. Now, what does Finley do here? Does he take his long lap, or does he just stay out to hold off his teammate for as long as possible?
There's a nice gap behind to VTR, so I guess you could for it. Right.
You can't stuff this up.
Maybe he's hoping. Has he got through?
He's done it. He's done it nicely.
He's done it. Right.
Now, Adam's gone down. Jack moves up into the top 3. Howling's got 1 warning left before he's got to take his second long lap penalty. It's going to stink if it comes down to long lap penalties, but it is how it is.
It happens. It's the unfortunate truth.
No, thing is, he's got. I just realised this. Howling is now the person who could decide his fate is Finley's own brother, which is not the person ideally it would have to be, but we'll see how this unfolds.
Oh yeah, the gap's not. Oh yeah. I've already just noticed.
1.6 seconds. So 1.4 seconds in Finley's favour. Going through turns 3 and 4. Down the straight. There you go.
He can end up with a podium here.
Yeah.
If it falls into his hands a little bit.
Yeah, so yeah, 2.1 seconds. Also. 2.1 seconds ahead of Josh, who's got a pretty safe second unless anything happens to him. This is the battle for third between Jack Howling and Finley. Nelson got it as managed to pass his way.
Right down now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely exciting. Definitely going to add an exciting dynamic to the end of the race.
Yeah. You sort of want to play the Jaws music as Howling. You look at the gap and Howling's closing the gap sector by sector.
Does Jack play the Sergio Perez kind of move?
Yeah. We have to wait and see, but he can't. It's got to happen after the straight. It can't happen whilst the one before the straight, because he'll just get absolutely done. So 3 laps to go. 2 seconds the gap between Finley and Howling. Howling is having to be super careful with his warnings.
You'd think that gap's at about 8 to 9, 10. You'd think he maybe gain a couple of. I don't know if it's close enough for a slipstream, but the speed difference should gain a couple of tenths maybe. Yeah. So you'd like to think that'll come down. This could definitely. Yeah. Oh, that was close. Wow. Howling was so close. Being then.
So if it stays like this, assuming Howling does not get a penalty, Finley would win by 3 points in that battle. But if Howling keeps 4th place, Howling will take it by 1 point. We got 1.6, 1.7 seconds. So it's anybody's game at the moment with 2.5 laps remaining.
Anybody's guess.
Howling. Oh, Nelson's got another long lap. It's gone so wrong for him.
Good. Unfortunately, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
He's got to pray. His only saving grace now is if Sire disconnects. That's his only hope. It's the only way he can do.
That has happened.
It has happened, but he's gonna. He'd have to be extremely lucky. So Sire now starts a penultimate lap of this race. Now. Finley starting to close in on Howling. Could you just check? And Howling, never mind. You don't need to check. Howling has got another long lap, and that has, unless Finley crashes, has put the nail in Howling's coffin.
Wow. It's a strange way, like you say. It's not nice that he gets decided on long laps, but again, that's just the way it goes sometimes. So yeah, I think that'd be the top three pretty much set. I would have thought, unless there's some kind of dramatic, I don't know, lag issue or something like that, which could also happen. He is on 3 warnings, Jack, but I don't see that being a.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine.
It's not a very well. I say it's not a strange track for track limits, but it can be, especially on the chicane and. Nelson is up to 6th. Not that it matters, but you know.
Is it... yeah, there he goes. Up the inside of Adam. Adam's going to fight back. Nelson, Howling's just taking his long lap, so he could still. Well, he can't get 5th place because of his long lap, but he can still finish on track in 5th place if he's lucky enough.
Oh. Howling's already got another warning.
Yeah. So, Sire crosses the line to start the final lap of VollGazzRacing Season 6 and MotoGP 21. Sire, who had probably one of the worst starts you could possibly imagine to the season, in 9th and 8th place, but since then has not stepped off the podium, taking 4 wins. This could be his 5th win, 2 second places and 1 third. That is what's won him this championship, assuming he still finishes.
Yeah, you might have just dropped a big fat curse on him there, but you know, like you say, it's just that sheer consistent speed, isn't it, that's done it.
Yeah.
He's been, obviously, as you mentioned, the results say for themselves, and it's been a good battle. It's been good to watch.
Yeah.
From my point of view, definitely got some work to do into Division 1 next season, but you know, we're excited.
Yep.
I think.
So Nelson could be on the cusp of a top 5. These two both having 3-second time penalties. This could be for a move for pride, as Nelson is with good range of Howling. The two Dutchmen. I mean, they won't get the top 5 finish because Adam will take it. Nelson's going to go up the inside of Howling into turn 8, but Howling's got the inside line. He's going into turn 9.
Or has he got the drive on the exit, maybe, if he switches? Oh,
we're going to have to find out. No. Sire comes round the final corner. He wins his 5th race of the season and is your Division 1 Season 6 champion. Josh finishes 2nd. Good. Jack Berman on his return finishes a great 3rd place. Finley's 4th. And it is Howling who will cross the line in 5th place. Nelson 6th, Adam 7th, and VTR in 8th.
Such a good little battle. Well done, everyone.
Why is Nelson's penalty not counted?
Good game, guys.
Why is Nelson's penalty not counted?
Well done, Sire.
Right, so I'll read it how it's supposed to be. Sire wins the race and the championship. Josh takes his personal best position of the season in 2nd. Jack Berman has returned his 3rd. Finley 4th. Adam 5th. VTR in 6th. Howling in 7th. And Nelson in 8th. Well. Right, so let's get to the interviews. So we will start with our 3rd place finisher, Jack. It's you haven't rode in a long time. You've come back from a Suzuki to a Yamaha and a podium place. How was it?
The race was good. I quit at the start of, stopped racing at the start of 2022, and I took like a month break off GP, and I came back when I knew I was going to World Cup for the final round and just put a lot of work in. And I was meant to start P3, but obviously the other done their qualifying, I started P6, and I had really nothing to lose. So I just went through it. I didn't have the best pace, but I don't know. I used a hard rear, so I had quite a bit more pace than the others, I think, at the end. But yeah, the race was good, and I'm happy to be back on the podium.
Yeah, well done. Now, unfortunately, Josh can't talk, so instead we will talk to our third place championship finisher of Finley, wherever he is on here. Here he is. So, Finley, I could tell that you were struggling really with pace. You were just about fending off VTR for the first half of the race, and then you found Howling up your chuff. Then you got a long lap, and it was sort of like a yo-yoing kind of race where the gap was all you just probably just staring at the top left to see what the gap was, making sure you didn't escape 3 seconds. But then fortune favoured your side. Howling got another long lap, and you were able to take home 4th place, which means you are 3rd place in the championship. So how is it for you?
Well, it's been an amazing season this season. I've enjoyed every moment of it. To get P3 on the first season back in Division 1 was amazing. I didn't expect to do this well. Well done to Sire for winning the championship, and Nelson, who put up a good fight towards Sire at the end, just got very unlucky today. And congratulations to Jack on his return to the podium and his return race, and Howland for this great battle through the season. But I'm glad that Manchester got P3 this season. It's an amazing achievement. I've won along the way on a podium. This race is pretty difficult to me. I didn't think I had the right amount of pace because I was struggling a lot with that hard rear at the front of the race. Me and Vitar were holding him off for a couple of laps, and it was difficult. He got past me, and then he crashed right in front of me. So and then I just had to put my head down and get as high up as possible, and I saw 2 Paracs coming out of the gravel, so I thought, looking out for my fortunes to go my way here. Until I got my long lap, which I thought I could have maybe challenged on the podium a bit quicker. But it's great to be back. Great to be P4 today, and amazing to get P3 in the championship.
Yeah, congratulations. So after these last 2 seasons, I don't think after the first 3 seasons and 4th season was quite believable, but it's incredible how much you've improved over the past year and a half.
Yeah, if you said to me I'd win a championship, finish P3 in Division 1, I'd slap your face off, because if you said that to me 3-4 seasons ago, because definitely not possible then. But thank you to everyone that supported me through, and I'm glad to finish here.
Well done, mate.
Yeah.
Really good.
Thank you.
So we now go to your Season 6 Division 1 champion, Sire. So first off, how does it feel to be champion?
It feels great, to be honest, but I could have done better, but Milestone did something wrong. But let us celebrate the moment to be a champion. I'm just sad that I couldn't save the race video so that I can share what happened. Maybe this is God's work. Really don't want me to show what happened to the glitch, but it's alright. Yeah, I'm happy for the champion though.
With this glitch, you on about how you managed to lose your 2-second lead?
Oh, it was crazy. When I was racing, I was trying to maintain the gap. Nelson was getting 2 tenths, 3 tenths from each sector, and I tried to get back in some. So I tried to push, and on lap 7 or 8, I'm not sure, suddenly Milestone glitch, and I couldn't move the bike. It's stuck in a certain corner. I thought I'm gonna go out, and it's the longest stuck ever. And after 15 seconds, or maybe 3 seconds, 4 seconds, Mendelssohn was right in front of me, and I was like, shit, I'm in second and he's in front. How is that possible? And I just changed my mindset. Okay, that's about it. Let's go get him. Let's have a battle for the championship. If this is the last battle, let's do it. and Adam was there. I tried to pass both of them in one corner. It was a good pass. I had to push, and after that, I didn't know what happened to Milson. He was pushing behind me on the first turn and he crashed. Did I knock him off?
It looked like lag.
Sorry?
He just pinged. He just his bike just pinged. His bike.
Oh, his bike pinged by milestone.
Yeah.
It's probably because of the glitch, and I can't even see Josh in front of me, so I do not know where to pass him. I can't see the distance, and then suddenly I passed him. I said, "Please, I don't hit him. Please, he don't hit me and we crash or whatever." It was an intense race.
That makes sense. That makes sense of how Josh got forced really wide. That makes sense. So I think when you went to turn in, you caught him, but luckily the bike, it didn't cause him to crash. You just forced him to go wide. So,
did I hit him?
Yes, but you didn't do too much to him. You just forced him to go a bit wide.
Shit. It was like a nudge. That's all it was. It was like
I couldn't save the video. I couldn't even see him in front of me. Yeah. I was like, shit. I'm saving the video.
I've had that problem. It's different.
Yeah. Sounds like you got a bit lucky here.
Oh god, yes. I think very lucky for Minelson too. I think he was right in front of me from nowhere. It's like, damn. I mean, he got the chance to be a champion like from nowhere. Oh god. But yeah, I am lucky today. I can't say about that. Thank you guys for a great championship. I really enjoyed with you hosting the race, Jack, and thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, mate.
Yeah. So that has been it for season 6. It for MotoGP 21. I might upload some videos. I don't know, between now and GP 22, but yeah, VollGazz will be back around May time, June time, depending on how long it takes for the game to be league ready. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed this season, and we'll be back with season 7. Goodbye.